Hello, everyone. Alex Ferco from the Coast to Coast podcast here, just with a quick little intro before the intro. Just explaining a couple technical issues we had for the show. I'm not on this episode, which is why I'm just kind of doing the voiceover for this one here. So the recording didn't start until just a little bit into the show. So the first part of it just kind of chopped off, so it kind of starts kind of weirdly. Aside from that, also our video was kind of lost, but we do still have the audio, so you can hear Phil, Marek, and Casey all talking on this week's episode. But you'll just be kind of looking at our coast to coast kind of loop video that we have at the end of every video. Without further ado, let's get into this week's episode. Defenseman picks it up, passes it up to a forward
with like 7 seconds to go.
Coast to coast. You can't them there. I'm trying to work it out.
I can just go for a little stroll. Yeah.
Cheese.
Max Goof was my first crush. With the dog.
Let's get back.
Are we having fun though?
Yeah.
Living the dream with the boys. Chucky Slick.
That's funny. You're a funny guy.
That would be.
The Edmonton Oil.
Er.
Dude, I touched my eye again. It hurts.
Honolulu.
You guys are so loud for people who are agreeing with each other.
Yeah.
God, I do hate the player.
I'll break away, I'll break away, I'll break away, I'll break away. You can't stop me now. Try and stop me how? Try to break up my old band with everything that I've got.
Which I did not think they were going to beat Vancouver, but we'll talk about Vancouver a little bit later, I think. Calgary Flames. I know you guys don't really pay that much of attention to them, but
I have to now.
Let's. How are we feeling?
Honestly, you're coming off a 4-day gap between since your last game against the Jets, which you won 3-1.
Yeah, winning against the Jets was huge.
You finally return home and against a not very decent Buffalo Sabres team. With Dustin Wolf starting in net, I think the Flames could do good tonight. I think both teams definitely need special teams help, with the Flames penalty kill being 30th in the league.
Yeah, that's rough.
20th in the power play. You're 29th in face-off percentage. So hopefully you can build if you win games, yes, those don't matter. So.
Yeah, I mean, we have the opportunity to kind of gain a bit of a gap here on Vancouver with the win here. That's it's a bit of a 4-point difference there. So
unless Vancouver wins tonight.
Then it's only 2 points because they lost against Buffalo.
Assuming
right?
the Flames win.
I think this time off could be good. I think we needed a bit of a chill out time. The schedule has been pretty jam packed. Even though I love my Tuesday games at work, it's good. Wolf gets to start tonight. I have a lot of opinions about Wolf, as we know. I think is that what we're going to see for the rest of the season? Is this finally the point where they're like, you know what, no more swappy swaps. It's the Dustin Wolf show.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, I don't think so yet. I think after Four Nations. So end of February, early March is when you start to see goalies your first string goalies get played a lot more. Especially with Wolf having that 2-week break because he's not going to the Four Nations tournament. Yeah. So I think after that, you also keep in mind, he is a rookie. It is his first year. You don't want to overwork him.
Womp womp. Overwork.
I don't think that stands anymore. Sometimes teams overplay their goalies, I find, but that's just my empathic view on things. I'm like, give them a break. We don't need to play UC Soros all the time.
They just had a 5-day break.
Yeah, that's
I'm saying if he let's say they play 6 games and he starts all 6, even without back-to-backs, whatever, and then he gets one of those the 6th game, he lets in 4. That's actually not the worst. He lets in 6 or 8, 6 to 8 goals. Then his confidence is
Okay, so let's play this game. The Calgary Flames, including tonight, play 10 games before the 7 nations, the 4 nations. 7 nations would be way better, by the way. Before the 4 nations break, including tonight, only 2 of those games are back halves of back-to-backs, and that's against the Jets on the 26th and against the Kraken on the 2nd. So how many starts is Wolf going to get? How many starts is Vladar going to get? Because honestly, I think Wolf should get 8 of those starts. And then Vladar obviously gets the Seattle and gets the Jets.
I would not put Wolf in 3 straight starts against Minnesota, Winnipeg, and the Capitals.
Okay, so you're going to give away the game and put Vladar in it.
I wouldn't say give away because you're literally playing 2 top 5 teams, 2 top 3 teams.
Yeah, but I mean, we just beat the Jets.
And then you
3-1.
Then you have Ovi, who's a very not fun.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I would much rather Wolf in front of that. That's why I'm saying. I mean, maybe you want Wolf against the Jets again on the 26th, so you give Vladar the start on the 25th against the Wild, who are also a banging team right now.
Yeah, and he's got Kaprizov back.
But if you're going into it, the Calgary Flames always have that habit of playing down and playing up. So I'm not too worried about these the Wild, Jets, and Caps. Like I think we can handle it. But I don't want to go in against the Caps with our backup.
Fair.
I think you want Wolfie on the Jets, the Caps, and then maybe give away the game to the Wild with Vladar.
I feel like you're not giving Vladar enough credit. Like he's not a bad goalie.
He is a career backup.
He's still not a bad goalie. He's still reliable when you need him to be. That's exactly what a backup's for.
Is he? Is he really?
It's better than Tristan Jarry.
Tristan Jarry's never going to play in the NHL again.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I hope so.
I mean, Vladar's looking right now. He's got a 3.03 goals against average and save percentage of .889. That's not great. That's not good.
Those are good numbers compared to other goalies I know.
I mean, at least he didn't shoot the puck in his own net. But
that goalie's quite literally the best goalie, statistically the best goal in the league right now.
Nah, he gets dismissed because he actually scored in his own net. But I don't think a .889.
That means there was 3 goalie goals this year: Gustafsson, Thompson, and Nedeljkovic.
Yeah, because Thompson scored. Yeah, there you go. But I think, and then we can open up the conversation about Calgary going into the trade deadline, what they want to do. I think Vladar. I think it's worth it to bring Cooley up. I think Cooley could do just as good.
I think,
if not better.
I wouldn't actually. I think if you're still in a playoff race, I'd keep Vladar because he is a veteran.
Yeah, he does have playoff times.
So I would actually hold off on that. If you do fall off a little bit, hopefully not. But if you do, then bring Cooley up 100%. Yeah. But you do need veteran presence is massive in rookies' development, and with Wolf having Vladar as a form of mentor, it does help a ton.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I do think the goalie talk, I feel like there are teams who do get away with using their one goalie too much, and it usually does work out, but then it does burn the I think it would probably burn them out in the long run.
It's just once they get that bad game, then they're
I just think of Nashville Predators and Jussi Saros, how he would never sit a game, and Kevin Lankinen was our backup, and I was like, why does Jussi have to start every game?
I remember last year we were talking because Martin Brodeur had comments.
Yeah.
And then when Pittsburgh went on their magical run, Nedeljkovic played every game, even back-to-backs.
Yeah.
And it was just I'm surprised they are not put, even though at the time Jarry was still unreliable, it was just this is weird. You don't see this very often.
No.
You can't burn them out, especially because, and I was I'm sure everyone has seen how goaltending, save percentage average has gone like this. Whee!
Yeah.
And
that was a good little sound effect. I like that.
Thank you.
Okay, so those 10 games before the like I said it again, 7 nations, the 4 nations. What are you doing? What are you putting Wolf, you putting Vladar?
I don't think.
What's the steps?
I think it depends. I think it's game by game. I think obviously for back-to-backs you're gonna go one
on one.
Yeah. Of course. But let's say hopefully not. But Sabres win 7-1. I'm not starting Wolf against the Wild, and it's actually really bad if the Flames do not. If Wolf plays really bad tonight, because then your next 3 games are against offensive juggernauts.
Yeah.
Especially considering it has the guy who is probably going to be the most who will have the most goals in NHL history.
There's also, I never really thought of this. This is also just looking at the Buffalo game tonight, but when I was watching Buffalo play Vancouver the other day, because Vancouver's last game was against Edmonton, which ended very high energy, and then the Canucks came out and it was so lax out there with both teams, and John Shorehurst kind of pointed out it does look like a game where you only play this team, you only play this team twice in the whole season, and I'm like, I've never thought of it that way. Because are you ever just like feeling it out? So like that's why. And then also like I'm looking if they're playing the Capitals and then Minnesota. I don't know how often they play Minnesota. I doubt they play Washington very often. So like
they'll play Washington twice.
Yeah,
They
so
play
that
the
comes
same-
into
yeah.
hand. I feel like that might come into hand too. Like how often do we face this team?
Yeah.
Last time you lost to Buffalo November 9th, so quite literally near the beginning of the season, 3-2.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm curious. It was a 1 p.m. game.
Oh yeah, I think
It
I
was a
remember that.
shootout win.
It was not Wolf in that.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, unless it was.
It-
I'm looking at his home record, but it was in Buffalo. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It was not Wolf. It was Vladar.
Yeah. So I
Hey,
don't know,
let's-
maybe you put. Well, obviously we know Vladar's not playing tonight. Dustin Wolf still 11-2-1 at home this season.
What's
As
his
a-
away
pretty
record?
impressive.
That's incredible.
Because I've heard through many media opinions that he is babied in the sense that he plays a lot more home
He's
game.
5-5-1 on the road.
Yeah, that does hurt, which obviously it makes sense because
I mean, that's not awful. He's
No,
still
it's not-
he's 16-7-2
no, it's
as
not
a
awful.
rookie.
It's
That's
just-
amazing.
It's just you do have to kind of get into teams not wanting. When you make a save, a lot of the time there's a boo, not.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of how sports work.
Boo.
I know, but with a rookie, it is like that stuff does affect them a lot harder.
Yeah, but I mean, you slowly get him back into it.
True.
He'll figure it out. He's 16-7-2.
I thought you said he's 16 years old. I'm like, he's in the NHL. This guy's insane.
He is insane. I'll agree with you there. He's fantastic. What else do we got on the Flames? Do we want to talk about the Calder Race? I know we had a bit of a discussion on it.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
can.
last night, or-
I think
We can
it's
get,
still the same
Casey
big.
in there as well with
I think it's-
Stankoven.
I think it's still the same big four. Sorry, I don't think Stankoven's in this
I know.
race anymore.
Really?
He's been doing all right, but not as well as he
yeah.
performed like within being called up last year. I feel.
I think
But-
the four has kind of been the same as it always has. But then you have a few like outliers a bit, like with Stankoven. But it's going to be between Michkov, Celebrini, Hudson, and then Wolf. And unfortunately, I think the final, and Phil's not going to like that I say this, I think the three finalists will be Hudson, Michkov, and Celebrini.
And I think that's ridiculous.
I agree with you.
I think if you're
that's
right
what
there,
sucks.
it just proves A, goalie disrespect, and B, Calgary disrespect, which I've been talking about all season. About how even when we were top of the division, everyone was questioning us.
I mean,
now
it was kind of
we
fair,
have our.
though. It was because you guys were.
Doesn't matter. We were top of the division.
True.
Why wouldn't you put respect on that instead of just dismissing the little bit of success we had as a team for a team that theoretically we should be a bottom 5 team? But on the Calder note, you said Hudson, Celebrini, Michkov, right?
Yes. For the big three.
So Montreal is okay. They'd be fine without Hudson. San Jose still sucks with Celebrini. Michkov, he did great in the beginning of the season. He's now kind of just chilling. Dallas would also be fine without Stankoven. The Calgary Flames would be very, very low in the standings
get
without
that.
Dustin Wolf. Dustin Wolf deserves a nomination.
Fair.
At least.
That's fair. But to kind of be devil's advocate, McDavid's Oilers were terrible when he was on the team the first year. Crosby's Penguins were terrible the year. Ovechkin's Capitals were still terrible. McDavid didn't win it and Crosby didn't win it, but
So what's the point
but
there?
they were finalists, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They don't look at team. It does not matter how good you are with the team. Obviously, Crosby, Ovechkin, McDavid are some of the best players in history, right?
Oh, really? I've never heard of him.
Exactly.
Me neither.
But they don't look at it's individual players. That's what sucks is it's a team. They don't look at the team. They look at a player. So it doesn't matter that Celebrini.
But is impact on the team
In
not
a way-
a huge part of being a
in a
successful
way it does,
player?
but when you're the number one overall pick, you're guaranteed to be put on a team that isn't good.
Well, yeah, that's
So-
how it works. Who cares?
But that's how
He hasn't. Am I crazy? He's been good. He hasn't been crazy impressive. He hasn't been stealing that many games. Dustin Wolf again is.
he has 34 points in 38
but
games.
he's just so
That's
cute.
pretty good. That's great. Dustin Wolf
When was
is
he born?
just as good, just as impressive. I think. He was born in 2006.
Is that right? Is that
Yeah,
right? Oh
he
my
was born in
God.
2006.
I'm done.
You
I'm
wanna,
done.
You want to know the irony of this? You want to know the irony? Is our career is, we are trying to get into a career where we talk about him and make money.
I don't want to do that.
Well, you're kind of 3 years too late, pal. I hate to break it to you.
Oh,
Yeah, when
I'm
we
done.
started talking
I'm
about,
done. I'm
when
out.
we were talking about, remember like Jaeger and Rutger McGroarty? I went through our show. I literally searched up how old is Rutger McGroarty. He's younger. He's 19. I'm like, oh. No, I don't like that.
2006.
Yeah, just think. This year's 2007.
I didn't call him
was in,
cute.
like,
Nobody said that.
grade.
That's legal. It's not right. It's just.
What?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? Okay, let's move on. Anyway, if Dustin Wolf's not nominated for the Calder, I'm gonna lose my mind.
He'll be fourth. If he's not nominated, he will be fourth.
He better be nominated. I think. It's an
I
insult. If
see.
he's
I
not.
wish we could get that on camera, where like they release or they say like we're gonna release like the nominees,
yeah,
and then we can get
should
him
live-
on camera
we
when
should
he
live stream
discovers it.
Yeah, I mean,
But I
that's
understand
what
what you're
we'll do
saying
for,
because, like, in my head, like, Macklin's not having, like, a spectacular breakout year. But mind you, who won it last year?
Bedard.
To me, he didn't either, but also I don't know.
He
if I
was
wasn't
injured for
paying-
half
Yeah,
of it. And
so
Celebrini was injured
I don't
too.
know
Like,
Yeah,
what
but then
they're-
Celebrini went on a like.
Dustin Wolf has
year.
the 5th best save percentage right now in the NHL.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
as a rookie, 5-on-5, he has the best percentage.
He's
I'm
just
pretty
a
sure.
little rookie.
Like, come on, put some respect on his name. He's one of the better goaltenders in the NHL. Whether
Call the
he's a rookie
NHL
or
up.
not.
I am. Oh, it's
That's
not.
what I'm
Who
doing. I'm
votes on
calling him
the Calder?
out. Me.
No.
Just one write-in ballot.
Whoa.
I want to see the last
just gonna
goalie
send
that
him a
was
painting
nominated.
of a
I want to
wolf.
see the last goalie that was nominated. So last year it was Bedard. Runners-up were Brock Faber, who deserved it, and Luke Hughes. So it was actually 2022. 2023 was Matty Beniers. Runner-up Stuart Skinner.
Yeah.
And then before Skinner it was Alex Nedeljkovic. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's been a few.
So there's been goalies nominated.
Yeah.
The last
lately.
goalie. I know we've.
Steve Mason.
But I think
Yeah. I was
Wolf's
gonna say,
having
we
a
talk
better.
about that very often.
Wolf's having a better breakout season than either of those two did in their first years. I think. I could be completely wrong on that, but it
then-
feels like it.
Then Steve Mason.
No, then Skinner
No,
and Ned.
then and
What year was Nedeljkovic? 2020. So, Alex, Ned.
Well, where did Pitts? Yeah,
No,
I guess
he didn't play for
wouldn't-
Pittsburgh then.
Oh,
He was
really?
in Carolina then. He went Carolina, Red Wings.
Wed
Wings.
Wings.
The Wed Wings. That was
Okay,
crazy.
so that was the 2021,
Red
2022
Wings.
year where he had 20 win. Well, what was that? 2020, 2021. He had 23 games played, 15 wins, 5 losses,
Only
3
23?
overtime losses, a 1.90
Okay,
goals against, and a 9.32 save percentage.
He only played
So Wolf's
23
playing better.
games.
That
and
was
he
COVID year.
Oh, but out of
Part of
60,
it.
didn't we play 60 games that year?
Wait, sorry.
Or
Give me
was
the
it
numbers
cut-
again.
15 wins. This is in 23 games.
Okay.
15 wins, 5 losses, 3 overtime losses, a 1.90 goals against, and a
that's pretty good.
9.32 save percentage.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And then do you want to check out Skinner's was
Skinner was 2022-23.
Stuart Skinner. Yeah.
Goals
20
against was 2.75 and a save percentage of 913, which is worse.
And how many?
than
That's a good
how many
round
games
right now.
played? How many games played though?
would have been the stats will be much different.
50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
48.
Steve
48 of those
Mason-
were starts. 29 wins, 14 loss.
is
Dustin Wolf is 25 games played, 16 wins, 2 shutouts, 2.5 goals
Okay.
against, and .917.
Okay, let's check the winner then. What year was it for Steve Mason? Was it 2008, 2009?
I want to say it was 2008.
Okay, so oh my
Take a look.
Steve
gosh.
Mason, 2008.
He played 61 games. He had 33 wins, 20 losses, 7 overtime losses, a goals against of 2.29, a save percentage of
It was
916. Aw, because he had 10 shutouts that year. I was gonna get okay. So there's
Sorry.
so 2009, 2010.
No, I guess 2008, 2009.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
had 10 shutouts. That was probably why he won it.
That's pretty good. I mean, Dustin's still got time to get there.
I don't think Dustin Wolf's gonna get 10 shutouts total.
You doubter.
Yeah,
You
stop being
hater.
a Debbie Downer.
I'm just being
I
realistic.
also thought Jerry was your Lord and Savior last
Jari.
year.
It's Jari. Please say it right, for the love of God.
I refuse to.
No, I thought Blomqvist was our Lord and Savior.
Oh, that worked out
Last
too.
year?
Hey, it has now. Nedeljkovic is now our new Lord and Savior.
There you go. Well, let me believe in my Lord and Savior.
Well, has your
who's
Lord and
gonna
Savior
win
scored a goal?
That's not what he's there to do.
Maybe if Dustin Wolf scores a goal, it'll win Calder.
We said that at the beginning of the year. Maybe
Yeah.
he will.
You know what's
That was
funny?
sweet. He has also, like, maybe I'm completely wrong on this as well. I think Dustin's got quite a few assists as well this season.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that has much of an impact on anything at all. But anyway, we've burnt 20 minutes on the Flames, which is longer than usual, and Alex isn't even here.
Columbus. So this team
good.
is surprisingly, yeah, they are currently. You know how it was 2-0 Columbus?
Still 2-0.
No, it's 2-2.
What? This website lied to me.
You probably didn't refresh it. They're also playing Carolina, whatever.
No, it's 3-2.
For who?
Carolina.
I just googled
Why am I on the
Columbus.
screen?
Just the city.
Christopher Columbus.
Nice. So they currently are first.
Is that
in
what the city's named after?
Maybe? I'm not
I
sure.
don't know.
Why do we ask those questions?
I don't know.
So
I
they're
hope you have
currently
answers.
first in the wild card, East wild card with 53 points. I don't think they're going to catch the New Jersey Devils for third in the Metro because they're at 60 points. Never say never, but the Columbus Blue Jackets in their last 10 games have won 7, lost 2, and lost 1, and 1 in overtime. They have been
They're
playing
kinda killing it right now.
outstanding.
I didn't watch the game last night, but Adam Fantilli got a hat trick in Toronto,
that was
so
really cool.
that's pretty cool. And
Kirill Marchenko has been an absolute.
Who?
Okay, buddy.
I don't know who any of these people are.
No, that's fair. I want to make fun
I
of
don't
you,
know
but that's
anyone
actually
on Columbus except Sean Monahan.
He's been
and
on
Cole
IR.
Sillinger, I guess.
So
and
we're gonna get into a
Fantilli.
conversation with him later. But their point leader right
Cole
now.
Sillinger?
No, Zach Werenski is their
We'll
point
just call
leader,
him
52 points, and then Kirill Marchenko has 51 points. Monahan is 41. Good, love to see it.
he's also been on IR for like 2 weeks.
Goalies: Elvis Merzlikin. Those are some stats. Oh.
Those technically are stats.
Elvis Merzlikins has been doing decent. He has a 2.99 goals against and an 8.93 save percentage. Danny Tarasov has a 3.64 goals against and an 8.72.
Jet Greaves, what a name.
He has 2 wins, 1 loss.
Hell yeah,
and an
Jet
overtime.
Greaves, good job.
Good job, Jet.
I don't know. I don't have much to say about the Columbus Blue Jackets other than I called it. I don't watch the games.
I know.
I don't really
Alex,
care. I just called it.
I know Alex hates this because it's plus minus stat. Kirill Marchenko has the highest plus minus in the NHL with a plus 28.
That's pretty wild.
That's insane. He has 18 goals in the year, so good for him.
That's sweet. Anyway, I don't.
So
I know we
just-
wanted to
just
mention that they're
kinda
doing really
highlighting-
good, but I don't have anything to add to that
Well,
other than the fact that I called it.
Gotta be a lot of times media does not touch on those kind of teams like Columbus, and so they're doing really good. Which also leads into our next conversation, which is another trophy, and is the Norris Trophy, which is the best defenseman. And honestly, you can't. Quinn Hughes is still Quinn Hughes, but a little bit out of the race because Vancouver's just not as strong as they were last year. But right now, I would say it's neck and neck between Zach Werenski and Cale Makar.
Yeah,
Zach
I think it's still the
Werenski,
Cale Makar
48 games played, 15 goals, 37 assists for 52 points. Cale Makar, 49 games played, 16 goals, 37 assists for 50. What the heck? Wait.
What the heck?
Oh, I thought he had one extra in every stat. Cale Makar has played 1 extra game and has 1 extra goal than Zach, and that is the only difference.
Huh.
Plus 15 difference, plus 11 difference. Obviously, this is normal for normal for Cale Makar. This is just how he plays. But to be honest, Columbus is doing good. They're in a playoff spot right now. Zach Werenski leading the team.
Yeah.
So
I think, it looks like it's the Makar show, like it has been for a good long while.
Oh, it's now 4-2 Hurricanes.
Ouch.
Huh? What did you say?
I said, ouch with a very Canadian accent.
Ouch. That was
Goo.
I was going to say ouch, and then I was going to say oof, and then it just went out ouch.
we're trademarking
That's
that.
great. Anyway.
But yeah, it's been.
I mean, defensemen exist. That's all I really got.
Isn't one of the best Flames players on your team currently a defenseman?
Yeah.
Isn't 2 of them?
He's
Aren't
nowhere
2 of them?
near being in the talk. Nowhere close. Mackenzie Weegar's down in 35th
In what?
in defenseman rankings.
That's a thing. Just defend. Oh, that's just by stats.
Yeah.
Oh,
How else would you rank people?
How good their play is?
Hot.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Weegar would be number one.
Who's winning the Norris? Cale Makar.
Okay.
On your standards, we have Cale Makar and Zach.
It's Cale.
Or
Even
Zach
though Cale is
Werenski.
a little baby, though, but it's Cale, definitely.
Zach Werenski was
Not Shea Theodore?
I don't think he's in the conversation.
If it was out of anybody,
He's 4th in points.
it would be Mackenzie Weegar.
Huh?
He's
I meant-
4th in points for defensemen.
I met Shea
Theodore?
Theodore.
Shea Theodore.
Who's third? Oh, Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes.
See that?
Quinn Hughes
and
is
then
winning.
who's sixth?
Lane. No, get out of here.
I just
hate you.
because it's a rookie. Man, Calder jokes.
Oh.
Yeah, cool. I mean,
Usually when you have to
Dustin
explain
Wolf.
jokes, they're not funny.
Well, because you didn't get it.
Yeah, because it wasn't funny.
That wasn't the point. It was just to dig at him.
you're not digging at me. You're digging at Dustin Wolf,
Which
the
is
Lord and Savior of the city you live in.
which is digging at you.
Yeah, fair enough. No, you're right. Me and Dustin Wolf are the same people.
All right.
Oh my god.
Hitman.
Hitman Corner. Oh, man. It's good. It's a good time.
This is it's weird that they're good, isn't it for you?
It is. I'm used to
Garbage.
the famous line, we lost again. We're still winning. Unfortunately, all the record-breaking, like Ben's record-breaking point streak, and Talker had a really good point streak going. We had a big win streak. Unfortunately, that came to an end last week, right after the day after our show on Friday against Medicine Hat. Medicine Hat's a pretty solid team. We have lost. They're like the only team we're consistently losing to, but that's okay because we're back at it. We smoked Moose Jaw 6-4 last night. It was fantastic. Ben Kindle with a 2-goal, 2-assist night. Can't complain. For some reason, it says he has 3 assists here on the website. They changed it. Yeah.
So that's the some reason.
You're right. There you go. 5-point night for Ben Kindle. He's been the star quite a few times.
Can you tell me why the Saskatoon Blades are second in the East with 51 points? And Calgary has 57?
Do they take head-to-head or something?
Probably because the intern had a night off. I don't know.
That just does not add up.
Well, we should work for them.
Yeah, hire
Calgary
us.
Hitmen have 3 less loss. That is so confusing.
Do they do a head-to-head thing?
It does it down here too.
Yeah, they must
They
do a
just
head-to-head.
haven't updated it.
Well, or
no,
do they do where,
it-
if
this one-
Saskatoon's beat Calgary?
This one makes more sense for head-to-head. This is a 6 points to 7 point gap between, like 5 point. They should be 5th or 6th.
I see.
So
Unless
They probably just haven't updated it. They probably put the numbers in, then forgot to
And then
shuffle it up.
the Calgary Hitmen
I
are
don't think
also
it would automatically
8-1,
do that.
0-1 in their last 10 games.
The Calgary Hitmen are very good at hockey.
Oh
Ben
man.
Kindle continues to lead.
Like the
Daniel
Kindle.
Hauser's killing it. Eric too hasn't been playing much. It's mostly been the Daniel Hauser show. Ben Kindle 26 goals, 47 assists. Talk also has 47 assists.
Do any players?
Anders Miller's killing it too. I think two. I don't think two's actually playing with us right now. He's just kind of chilling, but he's just a baby. So
Who do you think's-
right now it's Anders Miller and Daniel Hauser coming in.
Who's leading the league in points? How do I check? What's a streak? Why does it say streaks on the stats thing?
I don't know. I don't.
Oh,
remember the
it
website.
quite literally is their point streak. That's hilarious. Wait, what? Just says streak, and it has Ben Kindle and Oliver Tolk at 1 and 2.
Yeah, because those are the longest streaks of the season.
I know Gavin McKenna's on a 20-game streak right now.
Yeah,
Where's-
Ben. I think it ended at 24.
Where's that really good guy on
23.
Elbert? What's his name again?
Dupont.
That's his name.
He's a defenseman though.
Future.
So
That's a future Penguin if I've ever heard one.
why?
Because we're gonna be bad and he's gonna be good, and we're gonna see like every time
Okay.
Pittsburgh gets bad, we get Lemieux, then we get Crosby, now we're gonna get Dupont, and we're gonna get Dupont and McKenna, and we're gone.
And then you're good for 20 years?
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
we have a nice cycle going with the Penguins.
It has been 20 years since Sidney Crosby's been drafted.
So yeah, is that it for the Hitman?
Well,
corner?
no, we can kind of lead this into.
It's also 5-2 now.
It's 5-2 now. That's
Sorry,
brutal.
we don't like doing live scores, but the fact that it
Yeah,
was
someone
2-0,
keeps doing them.
Can I do a live update on something? I just saw a video where Brad Marchand wraps his hands around Nick Cousins' neck. His
yo.
bare hand.
There's context
crazy.
for that, and I cannot remember why.
I don't know. I just saw it now. But
Brad Marsh.
no one
that's
touches
where
Nick
Nick
Cousins.
is at.
He's my man.
I do not like Nick Cousins. I don't like that guy.
Anyway,
He laughed at my sign one time.
leading the WHL right now is
They say
Andrew
he left on your
Cristal
side.
He laughed.
with the Spokane Chiefs. Obviously, he got traded earlier this season. I don't remember where he got traded from, but he's been a big deal. And then obviously Ben Kindle is tied with Gavin McKenna with 73 points. Obviously, for someone who's going into their draft year, this is exactly what you want.
Oh, I thought Gavin McKenna was even younger. I was like, can I make you guys feel even older?
No, he's not.
No, he's 17.
Is this McKenna's draft year too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Gavin McKenna is kind of good at hockey.
Is it his draft year?
Yeah. I think.
Well, Kindle's
No.
ranked higher than him then.
No, next
No,
year.
next year.
Next year's, yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
because
My
it'll be
apologies.
yeah,
2026.
Schaefer's year now.
Yeah, because this is 2025. He's 2026, yes.
McKenna, and then the year after will be DuPont, I believe.
I don't know. Landon Brown. Hi.
He doesn't watch anymore. He's
Dupe.
forgotten about us.
No, he's in our fantasy.
I know. Is it 27?
What's happening?
Landon DuPont's born 2009. Landon
Me when
DuPont
time-
is 15 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
he's
playing
really-
Fortnite when I was 15.
Yeah, he was granted exceptional status.
Oh.
Who grants that?
The
The Good Witch from Wicked?
the
Oh.
Dude.
She's like,
Dude, I didn't know he was that. He has 44 points.
Yeah, he's lighting it up, and he's on the best team in the league, which is crazy. That he
He had 4 points for the Canada Red U17, which is like the World Juniors under the World Juniors.
it's the
Oh, that hurts.
anyway.
the under 18.
Why do I have to feel old now?
U18?
I don't want to feel old.
Oh, get used to it, big guy.
60. That makes me feel better. Anyways,
anyway,
Phil,
we got the
Phil got some.
Bob McKenzie list here.
I like this list.
The mid-season.
I like seeing this stuff. Bob McKenzie knows what he's talking about.
Obviously, we're just coming off our Hitman corner, so we've got Ben Kindle is the top Hitman, sitting at 25th, which is pretty exciting. I think he's going to go higher than that. So right now, if the season ended now, if he went 25th, he would go to Los Angeles Kings, which did great with the last time they drafted a Hitman. I'm kidding.
Who was the last Hitman they drafted?
From the Kings?
Yeah.
Sean Chagall.
Oh.
No, I'm wrong. It's not the Kings. It was the Ducks.
There you go.
There you go. But then
You're close. Hey,
he went to pro camp with the Kings after
you
the
were
Ducks
close.
relinquished
See, but you were-
his
I'm
thing.
proud. Phil, I'm proud of you.
Anyway, Calgary's picking 22, 23. Ben Kindle, you are a Calgary Flame.
I'm
Do it up. I think they.
Is there a hint of bias I hear?
I think he'd fall in great.
Just hopefulness.
I mean, he's a small guy, but he's very fast. He's very quick.
The highest WHL
Good scorer.
on Mackenzie's list is Roger McQueen, who plays for Brandon. And wow, he is 6'5". That's a big man.
He's only played 8 games.
He's got 11 points in those 8 games.
Yeah, but
He has
like
8 goals. Well, no, that's not even the thing. Sorry, he has 8 goals in those 8 games.
Ben Kindle's played 41 games. He got 68 points. How is he so far?
I'm checking.
These numbers don't make sense. How is Ben so far down?
It's got to be something different.
It's not fair.
It's got to be different.
It's not
Roger
fair.
McQueen, born in 2006. Gosh, I don't like that.
Granted, Matthew Schaefer looks like he's a pretty unanimous #1 pick.
Yeah, he's only played 8 games, has 11 points. We went to World Juniors, obviously. He had 1 assist. Yeah.
Who, Schaefer?
No, McQueen.
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 Anyway,
yeah.
I think Ben's gonna jump up a little bit. There should be another Calgary kid. On
I like this. I like this
somewhere.
guy's name. Blake Fiddler. Just rolls off.
That's not his name.
Oh. Wait, really?
What?
Littler?
Fiddler.
Fiddler.
Oh, I like Fiddler. Just rolls off the tongue, man.
I like reading English words.
Hey, Jack Ivankovic. Where's he from, Phil?
Knights?
He's from the World Juniors. That's why. He's a 17-year-old goalie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I knew
He's
that.
ranked
I thought you
48.
meant which team
Oh.
he played for.
Wait, what did you say?
Um,
What did you say for it? What was the team? He plays for Brampton.
Oh, I was close.
It just says that. So yeah. Do the Hitmen have anyone else on
There
this?
should be. It didn't
Besides-
make the list.
You didn't make the list.
Let me just look here. So Ben is a 07. So I'm looking for 07s.
That still
So
hurts.
Brandon Gorzinski and Pizarchuk? Wyatt Pizarchuk? Who neither of them are on that list. So I thought Gorzinski was going to be there somewhere, but I guess not. Anyway, pretty cool list.
Fair enough.
Go, Ben. That's all I got.
Just jumping back into the NHL, a little bit of superstar news as probably.
Oh my God.
As currently, it is game 2 out of 3 for Connor McDavid's suspension. And I'm going to be honest, I've never seen so much backlash off a player who gets cross-checked in the head. And again,
we
talked about this before too. Like, we're talking about Connor McDavid's cross-check on Connor Garland. And yes, we are acknowledging that it should have been a penalty because Garland was quite literally all over McDavid.
You don't think so?
No.
He does nothing wrong. Connor Garland does nothing wrong. He didn't.
I mean, I agree that should have been a penalty. Connor Garland is a bit of a pot stirrer. Yep. McDavid is the captain. I got flamed for saying he's not a great captain. I'm going to stick with it on this one.
Oh boy.
Great captain shows restraint. Doesn't cross-check some random dude in the mouth.
And
then doesn't go on camera complaining about it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, not all captains can show restraint. I can probably...
I guess Trouba. Yeah, fair enough.
No,
Jamie
I was even going to say, like,
fair enough.
Ovechkin.
Yeah, but... Yeah. I've never seen a guy cross-check someone in the mouth and then beat the victim. That's
Crosby's also...
loud. Sorry, Alex.
Crosby is also, like... slash someone's finger like half off.
Yeah, did he take a suspension for it?
No, he's actually never been suspended. I literally actually just
really Crosby's never. Oh,
I know he's been. Last year was his first time ever being kicked out of a game because he had like there was a fight between the Kings and there was like 5 minutes left. He was like, go.
I also have the point of Connor Garland is small, so I can see Connor McDavid not actually going for the face, but it shows no. He just went for it still. So I don't know.
He had a lot of time to aim.
So obviously. We can all. I think it's pretty unanimous who the best player in the NHL is.
Connor Garland.
Dustin Wolf.
Oh boy. Okay, it's Connor McDavid. Everyone knows this. On an article by Paul Taylor on January 21st, 2025, doing my best Alex impression there. Connor McDavid may limit future NHL media promotion events to protest suspension.
And then he's going to go down as the biggest crybaby in the history of
the quotes in that?
The rough math, there is, I'll have to get to it. The rough math that I did for my sports article company, or that we did, was that the NHL would lose approximately, these are very, very not solidified numbers, 50 mil and 2.5% of their viewership. Because of him not doing this.
I feel like that's a stupid thing for McDavid to do. It's just going to snowball. There's so many more marketable personalities than Connor McDavid. You really think he's going to give away the McDonald's check? Really? Are you kidding?
I think Celebrini has a great personality for this.
Yeah, way better. Yeah.
Definitely. Trevor Zegras.
But no, they're doing this. So he's doing this as a protest for
getting a penalty. Cry.
No, it's not the penalty. It's
Sit
for their
down,
superstars.
Eat your 3 games, enjoy your millions and millions of dollars.
Eat your McDonald's meal.
And maybe don't cross-check someone in the face.
So it's not just that. It's the fact that he feels like the league does not protect NHL players, which then leads me into the quote by
what?
I don't know. By a player who also was not very well protected early in his career, in Sidney Crosby. And I think that's pretty agreeable among us because of his concussions and how the NHL was back then.
Yep.
So, quote from the captain of the Penguins himself, quote, "It's a physical sport. The one time you see that, you probably don't see the 9 hits that Connor took, Connor McDavid. Those ones are the ones that never make the highlights. When you retaliate, you make the highlights. That's, yes. Should Connor Garland have gotten a penalty? 100%. Should Connor McDavid have cross-checked Connor Garland in the head? No. But at the same time, like continuing Crosby's quote, whenever it's him or anyone else, it's an emotional game. That's going to happen sometimes. If they were calmer or cooler circumstances, he probably wouldn't have done that. Because again, it's at the end of the game, it's 3-2, the goalie's pulled, they're trying to get a goal. They're trying to just get a bunch of stuff. Again, Connor Garland should have got a penalty. McDavid shouldn't have cross-checked him in the head, but it does not matter if you are Ovechkin, McDavid, Matthews, Crosby, or Rempe, Reeves, Olivier,
Tyler Myers,
whatever. If you get the suspension, if you want to appeal it, you can appeal it. McDavid did not appeal, but you just can't. Yes, does other leagues protect their superstars a bit better? Yes. Like LeBron James in the NBA, Tom Brady and
He's a
Patrick Mahomes
crybaby too, though.
in the NFL.
NFL's different, though.
Yes, but
Literally the point of the game in the NFL is to protect your
true.
quarterback.
True.
Like, that's the point of the game.
You have to, but like seeing Crosby say this is kind of eye-opening a little bit because Crosby was being called like a crybaby, a baby face. And yes, I know he's my favorite, like he's on my favorite team, etc. But it is the best example because he was the one getting cross-checked every game. He was the one getting all these penalties, which
Lots
ended
of people
up
get cross-checked.
exactly.
every
But
game.
he was the one. But he was also the face of the NHL. This is the same. It's the same point McDavid is making. Is that I don't agree with that McDavid should be pulling out as a protest. I think that's a bit like really. But
I think he's a crybaby, and I think
it's actually 5-4 in the. Sorry.
Cool.
That's been insane.
Whenever you said we don't like doing that?
Dude, I know, but this has been an insane game.
Okay, fair enough. Sit down, eat your McDonald's, spend your McDonald's money, spend your millions of dollars, and then play hockey. You're a hockey player.
Yeah.
Come on. Take your suspension, go cry at home.
And yeah, I think Alex made the point in that Edmonton Oilers statement was like, we're supporting him during the time. You don't need to support him.
What are you supporting him?
You
What, are
don't
we going to have a
need to
moment of
support
silence
him.
next game? Like,
Could you imagine?
shut up.
I did find it
be
pretty
so
funny how
funny,
Connor
though.
Garland kind of just took like a decently like powerful cross check to the head and was just like, what?
That was a crazy time. It was crazy that
was literally
moment.
like-
Him and
I was
Leon
gonna
were
say-
about to kiss.
Connor Garland?
Yeah, because then Leon and him were going at it.
Reach that? I don't think so.
I do know.
Well, I think he can
Yeah.
reach Leon, not Connor. Maybe.
But you're
that's
like,
why he had
I
to
think it
switch.
just shows like, look, Tyler Myers got 3 games too. Nobody's talking about that.
I didn't.
Because
I didn't
Tyler
even,
Myers isn't complaining
I didn't
about
even
it.
see that happen. I didn't even see Tyler. I was watching that game, and the camera's not on Tyler Myers. I saw it after the fact from the camera above, but I didn't. They did not pan to Tyler Myers and Evan Bouchard at all. It was just on Connor
Well, it's 'cause
McDavid and
Tyler
Connor
Myers and the
Garland.
media aren't making it all about Tyler Myers because he's a grown adult and acting like a grown adult and taking his punishment, going and sitting at home.
This is what they're ironic talking about grown adults, like while still on the topic of Vancouver. I'm playing a joke off of Miller and Peter.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, I still don't
I see,
understand what that.
I am
whole-
trying to see what did Myers do. I'd actually never
Yeah,
seen.
yeah, exactly. This is the
I'll
only
be the
camera
I'll be
angle
the
they
judge
have
that.
of it.
I'll be the jet. Oh, that actually. For context, again, this is a podcast. Many people are listening. Bouchard quite literally just walks up to Tyler Myers, and Myers just goes, doink. Like, a lot worse. That was just, that was weird.
men.
What?
Agreed.
Just like go to counseling
Have
before
you
you
ever seen a
cross-check someone in the
PWHL
face.
game? They were like, they're brutal.
They at least wear masks, like cages.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would hurt my teeth, I feel.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't know.
I think you can
I
tell.
think he needs to sit down. I think he needs to just stop being a baby.
Yeah, but I think he's got the NHL scrambling a bit now.
I don't think so.
I do because of the.
Who signs his paychecks, Marek?
I get that, but who's the face of the NHL? Who are they basing their marketing on?
He's the best player. I don't think he's the face of the NHL.
Who's the face of the NHL?
Matthews.
The face of
Matthews is a way more marketable personality than McDavid.
That is.
So I don't
that
think
is
the
fair.
NHL really cares.
No, but the face of the NHL is Connor McDavid.
I disagree.
I don't want to post a TikTok about that
I think he's the best player.
because I feel like
I think he's not a very marketable personality.
And that's agreeable. But
So, oh my God, we have to not put his picture on stuff. Who cares?
no, I get that. It's just
McDavid loses more money from that than the NHL will.
no
I think so.
from the suspension. Like
No, if he decides to go whine and go to the ECHL because he doesn't want to,
I don't.
because he doesn't
think
want to
he's-
follow any rules.
I don't think he's going that far. I think you're now putting a very weird context on it. I do disagree. I do agree that Matthews is is much more marketable. He's like because of his personality.
You throw a stone in an NHL arena, you find 7 personalities more marketable than Connor McDavid.
TikToks are going to be interesting.
Yeah, maybe they'll get posted this time. Just going off right now.
The reason I don't post those ones is because I care about you, Phil.
Yeah, whatever. I'm over it.
You're not over it. You're not over the McDavid one.
Yeah, I am. Bring me another.
You mention it almost every show.
Bring me another.
Oh my god.
Bring it on.
Alex, please come back. because that TikTok did bother you. I'm not gonna lie, it did.
That night, yeah.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I don't care.
We love you, Phil. We do. Yeah. We love you, Phil. We do.
Where are we going now? Can we go to Greensboro real quick?
We're actually, according to the schedule, it's Hockey Day in Canada.
Oh yeah, it's Casey's turn.
Aha.
Casey, tell us about it.
So I had.
Give us all the deets.
Thankfully,
come on, Casey.
I was in a curling bonspiel in Okotoks this weekend, but I only had to play at 3:45 on Saturday. So I went in the morning, and it was really well thought out. My thing with going to places like that is parking, but they had parking and shuttles, so it was great. It was very cold, but gorgeous. Sun was out and everything. And yeah, Ron McLean he's just out there all day. I'm like, oh my God, he's like on skates on the outdoor rink. I'm like,
just
I couldn't imagine. Yeah. And then broadcasting and like telling stories, and like I was listening to one because it was all around the Canmore Curling Club and Golf Course. And in the curling club, they had like screens up and you can be watching Hockey Day in Canada. And he's like telling stories about Canmore, and I like just want to cry. I'm like, he's just such a good storyteller.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. They just had like little events, little ball hockey going on, an outdoor rink where there was like games, and then inside they had some sort of minor game before our Cougar.
Oh yeah, the Cougars. I forgot about that.
Women's team was there.
Let's go Cougars.
And then there was a Canmore Eagles game there in the night.
Canmore Eagles?
Yes.
What league is that?
I have no idea, but apparently John Hamm's a huge fan of the Canmore Eagles, and I was like, what? Yeah. John Hamm, I was like, because he filmed Fargo out here last year.
Oh, they're just a junior A team.
Yeah, but so I went.
Not even like AJHL or anything.
I met David.
Junior A is still very good hockey.
I met David Amber and Jen Bottrill, so that was pretty cool. And I'm so excited to meet them. And then I get up to them, I'm like, I'm in broadcast too. Like I just feel so little and dumb when I say things like that.
Oh no, they are AJHL.
But
I retract my statement.
They are AJHL.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
But it was really...
You still didn't ask them for an interview for Coast?
No, I don't think in those moments.
Maybe
nothing's going on in my brain.
You need to get a Sharpie and you just put it on your hand. So when you like go for like a high five or something, they're like, oh,
Coast to Coast
hand?
isn't the first thing on my mind at all times, though.
It should be.
But yeah, it was really
Good
gorgeous.
dial.
I took some nice pictures, and then I recreated my sign that I had for Elliot Friedman, calling him a zaddy. So I recreated that mini version and took a picture of it and then tagged him on Twitter.
Oh, no way.
And he has slid into the DMs before, but regarding this. So he did, like last year, he was like, thanks for the sign, like blah, blah, blah.
So if you were just going to leave it as sliding in DMs, it was like, whoa, whoa.
No,
whoa.
and then, so then I tagged him and like immediately he messaged me again and I sent it to you guys and you were like, this is Photoshop. And I was
no, I think it was Alex. I was like, huh?
This has to be Photoshop. Because then...
No, because you sent just a screenshot of like the unopened DM. And that you can fake, because I know how to fake those.
Because, of course you do.
I know, because I just see them on Instagram or on TikTok a bunch. And people are like, they get this celebrity.
No, he messaged me, and then I had to go curling the time that he was at the rink, but he was like, I'm here later. No. And thankfully I lost at curling and I was horrible this weekend, so it was good. So I drove from Canmore.
You hear someone be like, I'm so happy I played bad.
So it's from Canmore to Okotoks. I drove, curled, went back to Canmore that night.
Wait, you went to Canmore, back to Okotoks, back to Canmore?
Yeah.
You know, I just skipped the Okotoks part?
Not curled?
Yeah.
I don't let my teammates down, Marek. And then
all I hear in that is that's a lot of gas.
It was, and it was a lot of delusional thinking. It was a lot of stressful thinking because at one point
you could curl with 3 people.
The DMs just seemed like it might have not. I don't know. The DMs were scary.
How mad would you have been if he was like, yeah, we can meet up and do like an interview and then just nothing?
When I came back, I was like, I was scared that was gonna happen, and I felt so dumb. I just felt so dumb. But then he was like, "Come into the game. We're in the corner," and I'm like, "The game's sold out, and I don't have a ticket." And I even went to the little ticket lady because she was being a real stickler. I was like, "Hi, can I just go in?" She's like, "No, like get him to come out here," and he did. He came out to the front.
Sweet.
I hugged him. That's weird. I don't know why I did that. I realized that yesterday. I'm like, why did you hug him? But
shout out Elliot Freeman. Please come on the Coast to Coast podcast. That'd be an insane interview.
But yeah, it was really cool.
We're going to use Casey's social medias to...
I was just doing some research on the Canmore Eagles here. 3 Canmore Eagle alumni have played in the NHL.
Oh, I was gonna search it up, but
One has only played one game, so
Oh
I'm
my
not going to
God.
count him. So there's 2.
okay.
Who are they?
Who have played more like a
Can-
decent amount of games?
Can you
Yes.
give us a little more?
One plays for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, plays right now.
One
Okay.
played for the New York Rangers. One
that-
was a goaltender. You're not going to guess him. You should be able to get the Tampa Bay one, but
Nick Paul,
nope.
Brendan Hagel,
Nope.
Anthony Cirelli.
Why would they come to Canmore?
Dude, I don't know.
So they're
I'm
probably
just
already
naming How
Braden
am I
Point.
supposed? It's
Braden Point is correct. He played
Is Nick Paul
for
even
the
Canadian?
Canmore Eagles.
wait. Is Nick Paul even Canadian? Okay, he is. Is Anthony Cirelli Canadian?
The other player to play for the Eagles is goaltender Dan Blackburn,
Oh, that was my next.
I would have
guy.
never got
who
that.
played for 2 seasons with the New York Rangers. Averaged
Yeah, listen.
in the NHL a 0.89 save percentage.
Solid, absolutely.
That's cool
One
though.
shutout.
That's good against who?
I don't know. I'm just looking
What
at
was
his,
his-
I'm looking at his hockey DB.
Oh,
And that
what-
was back when they were called the Bow Valley Eagles, not the Canmore Eagles. Fun fact.
What's his name? Sorry,
Dan Blackburn
Dan.
from Montreal came all the way over to Canmore.
This guy looks like. This guy is like looks insane.
Then the other guy who played one NHL game was Chris Foucault. Hitman legend. He actually was a Hitman legend. He played very well with the Calgary Hitmen.
Who's the greatest hitman of all time? We have a few minutes.
Probably either Stone
Getzlav?
or Getzlaff. Probably either Stone or Getzlaff, I would say.
Total points is this guy named Brad Moran.
Oh, yeah, Moran, for sure.
He had 532 points. I guess, but points don't always mean everything. I guess. Calgary Hitmen, best players all time.
Yeah, Brad Moran,
So
Pavel Brendel,
Andrew Ladd,
Chris Beach is up there, Mark Kastelik.
Jake Bean,
Actually, Oliver Talk is, according to quainthockey.com.
Carter. If you search it
based
up,
on
Carter Yakimchuk
points.
comes up.
Yeah, so
And-
does Sean Chagall.
Check and look, Jake Bean.
Jake Bean. Based on points alone, Brad Moran is top with 450 points in 357 games. Wow, that's pretty
Can
good.
you say that again?
450 points in 357 games.
I want to do the math on that.
That's pretty impressive.
Okay, wait. Calculator. Okay, say it again.
1.26 points per game.
Okay, well, you took the fun out of it.
Well, it tells me that on the
Oh,
website.
okay, never mind. I completely understand.
And then top current Hitman is Oliver Talk at 8th with 230 points in 240 games.
So I'm just on the hockey reference. Calgary Hitmen alumni. I'm gonna name some players that I recognize from the NHL.
Yep.
Ryan Getzlaff,
Yep. Obviously.
Andrew Ladd,
Yep.
Johnny Boychuk, Travis Sanheim.
Yep.
That's not the right guy.
They're pretty far down
Jake
on these
Virtanen,
lists.
Jake Bean,
Yep.
Mark Kastelik,
Kastelik's up there. Kastelik is
Chris-
7th all time.
Chris Drieger.
No, not top 15.
Those are all the ones Chris, that guy.
That guy.
The one that we don't know how to say his last name, if it's French or not. What are the
Oh,
best?
Foucault.
Yeah, Calgary Hitmen best goalies. We don't have any. I don't have any other topics, so we're kind
Fair enough. We're just rambling here for
So
another few minutes.
best goalie. No way. There's a guy named Barry Brust. That is a great name. So Martin Jones, Chris Drager. That's a goalie.
Yep.
Eric.
Eric 2.
That's
Oh,
about.
we're looking at the same. Oh, no, we're not.
That's about all the goalies I know.
Oh, no, we're both looking at quainthockey.com.
Justin Pog.
Pog.
P-O-G-G-E. Pog.
Nice. Yeah, Brad Moran, Pavel Brendel.
Dude, Martin Jones
Up
had
there.
Dude, Martin Jones had 6 assists with the Hitmen, and 6 penalty minutes. What the heck? This one guy had 31 penalty minutes. Mr. Daniel Spence liked to get into it. He
What are you
apparently,
looking at?
yeah, dude, he had 31 penalty minutes in his career with them. I think. Calgary Hitmen. Because he's like, I think he retired in 2018.
Oh, it's fun. All 3 of my girlfriend's old billet brothers are in the top 25 of points all time for the Hitmen.
That's cool.
Jacob Stukel at 22, Riley Stotts at 19, Sean Chagall at 15.
Ryan Getzlaff's kid.
Getzlaff is at 12 215 points and 230.
Only reason I actually know Getzlaff is Hitman is when there's a certain section when you're walking in the Saddle Dome and you see a poster.
Well, there's also
that's just the poster I just see the most.
Yeah. I can't believe I didn't mention this. Number 2, Pavel Brendel, 320 points, 178 games played.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
What's the point per game?
1.798 points per game.
So you're telling me this guy
172 goals in 178 games. This guy's a legend.
If he's averaging 1 point a game, that's almost like below average for him.
Yeah. And then he just kind of disappeared. He won the championship with the Hartford Wolfpack after. Oh yeah, because he was in the WHL championship team. He won the Calder Cup with the Hartford Wolfpack. Then won the World Championship.
That's also called the Calder Cup.
Yeah, and then won the World Championship for the Czech Republic, Czechia now, and then just disappeared.
Well, I think on that note, we can just like Alex disappear. No, I'm just kidding. We've been your co-hosts, Casey Freeman, Phil Tremblay, and I've been Marek Robinson. Alex Furco is gone. He will most likely be back next week, we hope. Alex, we miss you. Please come home. We'll see you guys later. Thank you for interim producer Ruby Zumak for helping us out today.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ruby.
So, round of applause
Aiden
for Ruby.
Aleko also helped set everything up. Aiden's helping us out a lot with the graphics and everything. Ruby's been on the switch in all day. It's been super great having you guys. You guys keep the show running.
We don't do much, do we?
We literally just yap. Also, one more thing. Pavel Brendel played 2 seasons in the NHL and then disappeared.
And just like that, we're going to disappear. We've been Coast to Coast. We'll see you next Thursday.
See you on Thursday.
I'll break away, I'll break away, I'll break away.